I realize most of the tenants nowadays, they just sign a tenancy agreement without reading or discussing the clauses with the agent or owner. It's okay lah, it's standard ma. No. Today, I will share with you 6 important clauses that is not mentioned in the agreement. It needs to be discussed and put into the tenancy. You will regret if you do not watch until the end. Hi, I'm Calvin. Welcome to the CNY Academy, the answer to all your tenancy problems. In my 11 years of experience, I often come across many dispute cases when I want to refer to the agreement. Alamak, it's not there. So, I hope this won't repeat to you. First of all, you must understand that there's no Tenancy Act in Malaysia. This is not like Australia or other developed countries where they have a very complete Tenancy Act to protect the owner and the tenant. Having to say that, there's no a standard tenancy agreement required by the Malaysia law. It's totally up to the real estate agent or lawyer to draft the agreement and agree by both owner and tenant. Today, I will share with you the top 6 clauses are usually not found in a tenancy agreement. Number 1, air conditional. If the property you rent today comes with aircon, if the aircon is provided by the owner, should owner service the aircon before you move in? What if the aircon got problem 2 months after I move in? Who is responsible to repair it? When I'm staying, how often should I service the aircon? Can I ask owner to replace the aircon if the aircon motor have reaches its lifespan and cannot be repaired anymore? At the end, can owner deduct my deposit for aircon service after I move out? Is all this sounds familiar to you? Please discuss this with your owner and put it into your agreement. Number 2, electrical appliances. This is very similar to air conditioner, but less complicated. This involves electrical appliances like washing machine, fridge, water heater, LED lights, ceiling fan, microwave, and etc. Nowadays, many properties are rented with fully furnished and electrical appliances. Some, they might be brand new when you move in, but most of the time, they are not. So for these used electrical appliances, who is responsible to repair or maintain it? For example, if the washing machine is spoiled and beyond repair, can owner replace one for you? If the fridge is no longer cold, can owner arrange repair for you? Who should bear the cost? Maybe you think that this is owner responsible because you already pay a fully rental price. But owner will think that this is the tenant responsible because they give you is in a good condition. So it's better to put in a tenancy agreement. Number 3, smoking and incense worship. I also realize most tenancy agreements never mention about smoking and incense worship inside the property. There's one nicely and fully furnished condo I went recently. The photo looks perfect, but when I inspect the unit, I realize the whole condo is full of the smell of the cigarettes. The owner tell me that the previous tenant is a heavy smoker. Owner already cleaned the condo for several times, but the smell just cannot go off. The curtain, the bed, the sofa, and everywhere smell terrible. Owner did not refund his deposit because of this. Both of them are very unhappy with each other. I also experienced that renting a room to a tenant who do incense worship inside her room, the wall and ceiling become yellowish and I need to deduct her deposit to paint the whole room. So it's good that is this to mention in the tenancy agreement. Number 4, Indah water. In Malaysia, we pay survey charges to Indah water. Usually it's about 8 ringgit per month. It's not a big sum of money, but the amount can accumulate up to few hundred or even thousand at times. Some say owners should pay the sewerage charges and it should be included as part of the rental, while some argue that the tenant should pay the bill because it's a monthly utility bills. The best is to write it black and white and mention in the agreement clearly. Number 5, emergency contact. If you rent a property before, most of the time you realize there's only one contact number for tenant and for owner. Imagine if either the owner or tenant, they lost their phone or their phone is got corrupted and beyond repair. How do you contact each other? Unless you can look at the address and you look for the owner by the address or IC. And it will save you a lot of time if you just put an emergency contact number or a second contact number in the tenancy agreement. Number 6, early termination clause. Last but not least, one of the most important clause tenant need to take note and discuss is the early termination clause. Because this will result your security deposit got forfeited totally or even need to pay for extra penalty to compensate the owner. I mentioned this in one of my early videos about the 3 types of termination clause. You can click on the link below to refer. Recently, my friend just moved out from a condo and he called me, "Hey Calvin, can you help me?" Because the owner refused to refund the 2 months deposit to me. Because he said that I need to give him 2 months written notice, even the tenancy is expired. So I say, okay, let me check your tenancy agreement. And I realized this is not mentioned in the agreement at all. This is just the owner expectation. And they end up arguing about that. So dear tenants, you need to ensure the early termination clause is discussed and mutual agree by you and of course the owner. In short, there are many nice and reasonable owners in the market, but there are also some very nasty and calculative ones. It is always wise to discuss these clauses before you commit into the tenancy agreement so you will have less dispute when situation arise. If you find this video helpful to you, please do not forget to subscribe and like and share to other tenants so that it may help your friends to save on these losses. See you in the next video. Thank you.